What's up, guys? Yes, I'm playing Anime Expeditions, and one of my friends asked me to make a video of how I'm playing the tournaments because I usually just play tournaments, Anime Adventures. Anyway, so let's get started. So the tournaments here are a little bit different. They're kind of hard. So this is a release tournament. So when you get in, you have to use the original release units for this tournament. You can't use the updated Itachi and those units. So you have to use the zero units. Um, that one's kind of tough. The solo tournament is the one that's on season 4 right now. So I'm late to the party, but I'm in second place now. I got 100 million, and I'll show you how I did it. But it has different debuffs. This one, no unique or no unbound. You can't use it, and no farms. So you just have to use the natural progression, which is kind of brutal. And here's the buff units. So light and hydro, which is kind of tough. I'll show you in a second. The units I'm going to be using is here cursed immortal. So this one is just like Valentine, but it's an area, so you can put him down. He's actually one of the best beginning units in the game. He's very cheap, 725 yen. You start with 600, so you wait for one tick, and he's ready to spawn. And then I would have a buff unit. This one, just get my DPS up there. I'm gonna use Puppet. Puppet's pretty good. Puppet does a rewind. Has an ability, summons dolls. It's a very good unit. This is a probably if I was to name it, I'd probably name it like a meta unit. And here's your Megumi. So this spawns and buffs. The DPS coming out of him himself, not so much. There's actually better, but because of the deep the buffs and Maharaga and the wolf, buffing the map, it's great, great unit. Berserk here is just straight up DPS. He just hammers it down. And Judar is pretty neat. You gotta watch these videos on Judar. Placing him all over the place. His lightning bolt, his fire, his ice until he reaches a certain level, and then you can just turn him to switch on none, and then he'll just spam lightning bolts, through the whole map. Anyway, that's the units I'm using. Again, I just started playing this game a couple weeks ago. I haven't done any much maps. I've been just farming and farming and farming, just macroing and stuff, collecting shit, and then I will start participating in more tournaments and whatnot. But there isn't a lot of content in this game. It's new. There's not a lot of content. I think the devs are just kind of watching and waiting and writing storyboards and being careful with the release. They're releasing, slowly. They already missed their release date time on the Dragon Ball Z. But all in all, I think the gameplay is fun. I think the engine is good. They can clean up the code a little bit more, make it less laggy. But there are some things they can do here, and I just think this is one of the better games out right now. So enjoy the video. Peace.